Thanks to Jim. Joining us now, Congressman Luis Gutierrez, Democrat from Illinois, and Congressman Tom Cole, Republican from Oklahoma. Welcome, gentlemen. Let me start with you. Congressman, why move on this executive action now?
Because
why not have some goodwill with the new Congress? Wait 6 months.
I think it's an excellent question. Number one, we said to the Republican Party, we want to work with you, and the president has attempted to work with them. We passed a Senate bill. When the Republicans said can't include gay people, it was hard for us, but we said okay. When they said there couldn't be citizenship for everyone right away, we said okay. When they said, hey, we have to do it in bits and pieces, we said okay. Each and every time we said okay, they refused to act on the issue. And why must the president act now? Because millions of American families are depending on the president fixing a broken immigration system. Because I know that my colleagues are tired of seeing U.S. servicemen being called to be deployed in defense of our nation, and at the same time when they receive that deployment notice, receiving a notice that their wife should be deported, because there are 4 million American citizens
Congressman Cole,
who want to live with their moms
I think
and dads.
He's putting it right to you. And the Senate passed immigration reform, I think, more than 500 days ago, been sitting in the House. Why shouldn't the president just say, I've had enough?
Well, first of all, the president, I think, here is being political and cynical. He had plenty of opportunities to do things when he had complete Democratic control, promised to have a bill within 100 days, didn't do any of those things, said he would act this year, then put it off after the elections for political reasons. So it's been a political weapon rather than a problem to be solved, in my view, from the president's standpoint. Second, that bill that passed the Senate, 2 out of every 3 in the Senate voted against it. So the idea it was going to pass a Republican House was just never in the cards. And frankly, the threat was always that this bill will be used as a political football going back and forward. I think the president would be much better advised to wait until Congress is at least sworn in. It's not as if he can't do this down the road. He's trying to pick a fight.
But that is, we're talking about a couple of months here.
But listen,
and goodwill.
A couple of things. Look, they wanted more Border Patrol agents, 30,000 more of them. They were included in the Senate bill. We just came from an election cycle in which not only did they say the border wasn't secure, but that ISIS was coming through and Ebola was coming through. They mixed all of this together, and then they say that we're poisoning the well. All I am saying is this. There are 4 million American citizen children. You just heard the speaker say that this is a fight that he's going to have with the president. He's wrong. He's going to have this fight with millions of Americans who want to fix our broken immigration system. His fight is not over immigration.
His fight is with the process that the president's using, a process the president himself said was unconstitutional a couple of years ago.
Should government shutdown be on the table?
Absolutely not. It's an inappropriate weapon, inappropriate tool. What ought to be done, frankly, is number one, if we think he's gone beyond legal limits, we ought to go to the courts.
Impeachment, someone put on the table. Charles Krauthammer put impeachment on the table.
We can fix this right away. Any decision the president makes, it will take 3, 4, maybe 5 months before anybody can apply for a benefit under the president's executive. You're going to have the House and the Senate. Act. Put your bill up. I assure you, I say this sincerely. I stood with Paul Ryan in Chicago. I stood with Carter in San Antonio. I stood with Baladao. I've stood
with
convincing time and time again. I will stand with you.
I actually don't doubt my friends'
the broken immigration system together.
I think the president. I think he's actually trying to bait us into doing some of these extreme things that have been suggested. I don't think we will. But I think what you will see is the immigration thing probably broken into pieces. If it was up to me, and it's not, I would start with a big border security bill. And I would move it through the House and the Senate. It's bipartisan. We'll see what the president does.
In the meantime, let's say to American citizens who are married, who this broken immigration system is destroying their marriages, to American citizen children, we're going to put you in a safe place in abeyance while the congressman and I and others work on a final solution.
But you're going to have to continue on the Hill. But thank you very much for joining us this morning.